Hello everyone, my name is Xue Hao. My English name is Alex, and now I live in China. I independently invented a new trade method, exchange trade, which will change the operating model of internet platforms and help us find the new growth points for the world economy. In addition, exchange trade can also improve commodity productivity and transaction quality help us delay economic recession and fight economic crises. The creation of exchange trade theory and the production of PPT teaching video are completely by me alone. However, due to my poor English, I did not display the video content directly, and the PPT explanation sound you heard later is done by computer software. There are two problems with my PPT presentation in English. The first problem, the video won't work well by doing this because my English is not good. You might not be able to understand many of my presentation. The second question, doing this will take me a lot of time. Even introducing a issue of extreme trade requires me to spend a lot of time on speaking practice. Doing this caused me to take me more time to complete the video, and you understand the ad screen trade will also be delayed. Given the depending recession right now, I think we are running out of time. I think it will have been a better option to release ad screen trade earlier. So I chose to write the Chinese PPT and speech, then translate them in English with the help of Google Translator, and finally rely on Microsoft's AI voice software to record the English version of Alice Trade explanation video. Because of the theoretical construction of extreme trade, the writing of relay copywriting, the production of PPT, and the recording and editing of videos are all completed by me alone. So if there are some omissions in some tabs, please forgive me. Please don't miss my video because PPT is displayed by AI. And don't choose to close my video because the wrong words and grammar in the video. Because edge screen trade that invent is really important. It will not only help world to delay the economic recession, help many countries fight the economic crisis, but also help the fund hope when your career is not doing well. Now, let's take start with the body content of the X-green trade.
Hello everyone, my name is Xue Hao, and my English name is Alex. I independently invented a method to fight the economic crisis. Alex scoring trade. Please remember the name of this method, because it will be famous all over the world and completely change the world. This video is the second term in the Alex scoring trade theory series. Alex scoring trade part 1. Same unit price transaction. In the first video, I introduced to you an interesting game, Guess the Average, by looking at the item. I don't know if you have played it with your family and friends. This game is very helpful for understanding the Alex scoring trade. In this video, I'll go into the subject and introduce what the Alex scoring trade is. Remember at the end of the last video, I told you that the Alex scoring trade consists of 3 parts? These 3 parts are the same unit price transaction, Alex scoring survey, and score trust rating. I'm sure it's normal for you to be unfamiliar with these 3 strange descriptions. These 3 sections contain so much subversive content that it took me so many videos to explain them all. The good news is that these videos have all been uploaded to my homepage by me, and the total length of all videos does not exceed 10 hours. Believe me, these contents can really help many companies get a way to fight the economic crisis, and also help many people find hope in the economic crisis. Same unit price transaction and floating unit price transaction. The first part of the Alex scoring trade is the same unit price transaction. This concept is actually very easy to understand, that is, the seller treats all buyers equally as long as all buyers buy the exact same product, including the same brand, the same specifications, the same accessories and gifts, etc., then the purchase price must also be the same. The first part of the Alex scoring trade needs to use the same unit price trade. Please keep this in mind as it is very important. The business model of the same unit price transaction is not uncommon nowadays. When we go shopping in large supermarkets, we are conducting the same unit price transaction. The supermarket sets the same price for each item of the same style, and if you think it is acceptable to buy the item at that price, you can take it and pay at the cashier. Ultimately, each customer buys the item's price is the same. Of course, there are also many merchants who will use floating unit price transactions. Even if it is the same product, the unit price of the product that different buyers reach a transaction will be different. This kind of business model also exists widely. Even if some clothing stores clearly mark the price of each piece of clothing, they actually allow customers to bargain, and sellers will determine their own price strategy through the language and expressions of customers. Many times, when two different customers buy the same piece of clothing in the same clothing store, the unit price of the clothing they buy separately may be very different. Floating unit price transactions do not only exist in brick-and-mortar stores, but price discrimination is also common in the internet economy. Internet platforms do not distribute coupons to every user. Big data and AI analysis will help internet companies determine which users to distribute coupons to can maximize profits. You just need to pay a little attention and you will find that if you and your mother buy membership services on the same internet platform, your bills are likely to be different. Why in a free market economy, two very different trading models coexist in large numbers? The answer is that both modes have their own advantages. The advantage of the same unit price transaction is that it is easy for buyers to form user stickiness. For frequently purchased products, buyers are more inclined to choose brands with fixed prices. Imagine if the price of Coca-Cola fluctuated as wildly as the price of crude oil, would you still buy it often? When you have to haggle with the merchant every time you buy Coke, will you switch to other types of beverages? The advantage of a floating unit price transaction is that it allows the seller to obtain greater profits. The floating unit price transaction is reflected in the economy as price discrimination. The seller determines the transaction price according to certain characteristics of each buyer. Snack bars and tourist attractions tend to charge higher fees to foreign tourists. Airlines will offer different ticket prices for passengers who book tickets at different time periods. Internet platforms will use AI and big data to analyze each user's purchase records to determine to which users the coupon should be issued. Regarding these two transaction modes, my opinion is, in view of the current economic situation, I would recommend companies to use the same unit price transaction because I think the same unit price transaction is a better way of trading after the debt tightening cycle begins. Some people may not know what a debt tightening cycle is. The general principle of a debt tightening cycle is as follows: when a country's market suffers from severe inflation and prices rise to an unacceptable level for the government, the national government will raise interest rates through the central bank. Taking funds in the market, such an operation will lead to deflation, and prices will continue to fall. At this time, the country begins to enter a debt crunch cycle. At this stage, almost all enterprises in the market will usher in a cold winter. Due to the decline in the amount of credit in the whole society, it will not only cause financing difficulties for enterprises, but also reduce the purchasing power of consumers, so the goods are unsaleable. Price to maintain business, profits will inevitably decline. Under the circumstance that the world economy has begun to enter into a debt tightening cycle, if companies still insist on squeezing the maximum value of each consumer and adopt price discrimination strategies, they will have to face difficulties in two aspects. 1. Changes in consumer mentality. 2. Changes in investor mentality. 1. Changes in consumer mentality. The first difficulty comes from the changing shopping mentality of consumers. When a country's economy begins to enter a cycle of debt crunch, consumer incomes will drop, the value of disposable assets will drop, and the amount of loans available will drop. These changes will change consumers' shopping mentality. The specific performance is that consumers are more inclined to buy low-priced goods and are more willing to spend time reducing transaction costs. When the market is booming, People are wealthy and less concerned about the risks of shopping and less about being price discriminated against. Some items may be unusable after they are bought, and it is acceptable to give them away or throw them away. A scarf may be cheaper to buy at another store, but when consumers have money, they will not pay for a few extra dollars feel uncomfortable. But what about when the market is depressed? For example, Anna runs a flower shop. Her hobby is shopping for beautiful clothes. When the economy is booming, Anna's income is very good, so Anna pays more attention to the style of clothes than the price when shopping. But when the recession hit, Anna's florist's customers began to decline, and Anna's income began to decline. At this time, Anna was still reluctant to give up her hobby, but she needed money to maintain her hobby. In order to get more cash, she tried to sell her vacant house, but after inquiring, she found that because of the economic recession, this property was the cash that can be exchanged as only half of last year's, and Anna feels that it is not worthwhile to sell at this time. But she loves to buy clothes so much that she thought of paying by credit card in installments, but the credit card company told her that because the central bank has raised interest rates, Anna has to pay higher interest, and because Anna's income has dropped, the price of the property she owns has also decreased. And Anna's credit limit is much lower than before. At this time, Anna found that not only her income had declined, but the value of her assets had also depreciated, and even the installments had become more difficult than before, so Anna could only choose to reduce her spending on personal hobbies. On the one hand, she began to reduce the number of times she went out to buy clothes, and at the same time, she also reduced the number of clothes she bought. On the other hand, she began to become preoccupied with the process of buying clothes. In the past, she would decisively buy an expensive dress. Now she will choose to visit a few more clothing stores and try to bargain with the merchants as much as possible in each transaction, reducing her transaction costs in various ways. In such a case, the effect of floating unit price trading will become less effective. The reason why floating unit price transactions can be successful in the economic boom period is that a large number of consumers are more concerned about the comfort of transactions and are unwilling to spend a lot of time and energy to reduce transaction costs. But when the economy begins to slump and consumers' purchasing power declines, on the one hand, consumers will choose to reduce the quantity of goods they buy, and on the other hand, they will spend time and energy reducing transaction costs. 2. Changes in investor mentality. The second difficulty arises from changes in investors' investment preferences. When the world economy begins to enter a debt crunch cycle, funds will flow out of the market and flow into banks. At this time, not only consumers have less money, but investors have less money, not to mention that a large amount of investors' money comes from banks as loans provided. Of course, some investors still have some money, but these investors will tend to invest their money in places with lower returns but with strong certainty, such as precious metals, bonds with high creditworthiness, etc. If they must invest in companies or stocks market, they will also prefer stable businesses and stocks of stable businesses. As the global economy enters a cycle of debt crunch, volatile corporate equity will be a priority for investors to sell off. If an enterprise adopts floating unit price transactions and squeezes the maximum value of each buyer through price discrimination in order to pursue higher profits, then this enterprise will have more economic bubbles than enterprises that implement the same price transaction. It is easier to be abandoned by investors in a recession. What is happening now is that a global debt tightening cycle has arrived due to persistently high inflation. It will become increasingly difficult for companies that cannot provide competitive products and services, delusional marketing tactics to fool consumers, and price discrimination to gain more profits. Consumers will become more and more powerful under the blessing of the internet. In the past, they did not care about the inferior quality of goods and the fooling of merchants. The important reason is because they are richer in the boom cycle, but what if they have less money? They will use all available means to buy the best goods and services with the least money possible, which will suppress the profitability of enterprises. And if the company's response is slow and its investors realize that the company's products can't impress consumers, then investors will quickly withdraw funds, and the company will have to face the double blow of slow sales of products and broken capital chains. That's why I think the same unit price trade is better than the floating unit price trade in the current situation. However, I still recommend the Alex scoring trade over these two traditional trading methods. So what is the Alex scoring trade? What is the difference between Alex scoring trade and traditional same unit price trading and floating unit price trading? Due to the limited length of the video, I have not been able to tell you all about the Alex scoring trade in this video. Even in the next video, I have decided to put the Alex scoring trade aside and talk about the problems of traditional trading, but I decided to make a small preview. You've all been to a bakery, and bakeries generally use the same unit price deals I mentioned earlier. Now let's say a bakery owner watched my last video and thought the game Guess the Average by looking at items was interesting, so he made a decision. He told everyone who came to the store to buy chocolate bread that the bakery decided to play a little game with customers who bought chocolate bread. The content of the game is, after each customer buys chocolate bread, they can choose a number between 0 and 100 for the chocolate bread as a score for the chocolate bread. The bakery collects the numbers of all customers, calculates the average, and the customer with the score closest to the average gets a $100 reward. Please think about it. If you were a customer of bread, what strategy would you use? What number would you give in the end? Welcome to leave a message in the comment area and participate in the discussion. I will answer these questions in the follow-up videos. I have uploaded all 21 videos of the Alex Scoring Trade Theory series to my homepage, and viewers who have time can choose to watch continuously, and now it is certain that the Alex Scoring Trade is a more advanced trade model. At the end of the video, I summarize the content of this issue. The first part of the Alex Scoring Trade is the same unit price transaction. As long as all buyers buy the exact same product, including the same brand, the same specification, the same accessories and gifts, then the transaction will be concluded at the same unit price. The traditional trading mode can be divided into the same unit price transaction and the floating unit price transaction. During the economic boom, these two trading modes have their own advantages. However, after entering the economic recession cycle, the consumer mentality will change, and the investor style will also change. Based on these two changes, I recommend that companies choose the same unit price transaction. The Alex scoring trade is a more advanced trading model than these two trading methods. Starting from the next video, third issue, I will enter the most exciting part of the Alex scoring trade. Many contents in it will not only subvert your common sense, but also subvert the traditional economic viewpoint. Welcome to my third video, the problem of traditional trade. If you realize the value of the Alex scoring trade after watching the video, please also forward my video to anyone who needs it, whether they are your relatives, friends, classmates, or strangers you don't know. They may be suffering from economic recession at this time, and the Alex scoring trade can help them. See you in the next video.